Hey guys, Sethly here, back with another Apex Legends video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. In today's video, we're going to be covering the new Season 3 announcements and details that were released earlier today by Respawn themselves, and it does include a lot of new information, so I am excited to get into that for you guys, but I'm going to try and make it as fast as possible since I don't want to waste any of your time. So I'll put the timestamps of the topics I cover on screen right now so you guys can see what we are going to be covering. But before I get into that, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that sub button because it is the best way to support the channel, and you guys get daily Apex Legends uploads. So let's go ahead and get onto Apex Legends Season 3 and the details for it. I'll link all the patch notes and everything down below if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. But they did confirm that the name for Season 3 is called Meltdown, and it will be releasing October 1st. And the first thing they talk about is Crypto, and they say the new legend is Crypto. He is cool, calm, collected, and he deploys specialized surveillance drones to stay in the fight and out of the spotlight. And they also released a cinematic trailer and an animated trailer for Crypto and his lore and background and how he became the person he is today. Now, honestly, I definitely recommend checking it out. I'll show some clips of it on screen right now, but I don't want to go ahead and play the whole thing for you guys since it is 2.5 minutes, but I'll make sure to link it down below. They also show off a little bit of his abilities that we have had leaked in the files before. They show that his little drone, he can deploy it and it will fly up into the air and it surveys the area and shows him where enemies are so he can avoid them. I'm not too sure if there is anything else the drone can do. I'm sure it will have some other abilities when he is released. But not only did they show that, but they also showed him throwing an EMP grenade that instantly disabled all of the enemy drones. So I'm not too sure how that will work when it is implemented into the game, but I am pretty positive that is one of his abilities when he will be added. But the next thing they talk about is the all new battle pass. I'll show it on screen right now. It does look pretty cool, but it does contain over 100 exclusive items, including legendary skins, Apex packs, new battle pass content making a Season 3 debut, as well as some other things. Now, I'm not too sure what this new battle pass content may be. My guess is it's going to be some sort of emotes or something like that they haven't added before, but we'll just have to wait until the release on October 1st to see all of the new details about the battle pass. But then they go on to talk about the charge rifle, the new weapon that will be added in Season 3. I'm pretty sure this used to be an anti-Titan weapon in Titanfall, but I didn't really play too much, so I'm not too sure about that. But I am curious to see how they will implement this into the playstyle of Apex and how it will change the meta. The only description they gave of it is that they said carve your way across the arena with this obliterating directed energy gun. Now, me personally, I kind of am confused on why they would do this, since the last two new weapons that they have released have been energy weapons as well, the Havoc and the L-Star. Not to mention the L-Star was a big disappointment, so I'm curious to see how this will work. And I don't think it is a legendary airdrop weapon. I think it's going to be common loot that you can find around the map. Now, I'm pretty happy about that since it isn't a legendary new weapon that was added, since that's the last thing we got. But onto the ranked series 2, they actually made a lot of changes to how ranked and the ranked mode and system will work in the series 2 of ranked as well as Season 3, but I'll make sure to go over it right now. There is a lot of stuff, starting off with their original goals for ranked leagues. They said one of their original goals was to create a measure of skill in Apex Legends, and then they gave a lot of details about that. I'll show that on screen, but I'm not going to read everything out for you guys because that would make this video way too long. But they did show off something pretty interesting. They showed off the percentage of ranked players after playing more than 5 hours of ranked. I'll show it on screen right now. As you guys can see, 5% of players are bronze, 40 are silver, 35 are gold, 17 are platinum, and then 2% are diamond, and 0.2% are Apex Predator. They said this is a pretty solid distribution for a system with no demotion, and they are going to use it as a skill calibration for the Series 2 of ranked. But then they talk about the rewarding competitive players for the time they invest in Apex Legends, and they said as competitive players, we generally believe that the best reward for ranked play is your rank itself. But that being said, they are offering cosmetic rewards to everyone based on their highest score ranked. Badges, gun charms, and dive trails will be awarded to ranked players when the new series kicks off, and I have a video showing off what those will look like. Make sure to go ahead and check them out if you haven't seen it already. But on to the next goal that they did have in mind, which was ensuring the competitive integrity through skill-based matchmaking, and I 100% agree with this. I'm not going to read the whole paragraph they wrote out about it, but you guys can if you want to. On to the last goal they had for ranked when they did make it. This is what they had in mind. They said they wanted to let top-tier Apex Legend players compete at the highest levels of skill, and I 100% agree. Apex has always been a really skill-based and competitive game in my view, and I am happy with everything they have been doing with ranked and esports and all of that, but they made a lot of changes for ranked, and I'll go ahead and go over that right now. So they say now that we've had a bit to look at how Series 1 of ranked went, here's what we can expect when Series 2 does kick off. They start off by saying what is staying the same. They said parts of the system are working as intended, and they won't be making any changes to them, but there will be no changes to the tiers and divisions in Series 2. So you won't be able to get a different type of rank. There's nothing going to be higher than Apex Predator, but I definitely think there is a chance they will add something like that in Series 3. But they did say the level requirement for ranked will remain the same at 10, which I 100% agree with. You got to play the game at least a little bit before you start playing in ranked, and players with friends will continue to matchmake up to the highest ranked player. But onto all of the changes that they did make to ranked for Series 2. Starting off with a soft reset, they said at the start of Series 2, everyone will be soft reset on the ranked position, and the scoring system will be updated. The reset will be 1.5 tiers down for all players. That means if you ended Series in Gold 2, you will be reset to Silver 4, and players in Platinum 4 will be reset to Silver 2, and Apex Predators will be reset to Platinum 2. So this means that players will need less time to climb to their original rank and their true skilled rank, and they will have more time to compete at the actual skill rank and try to climb to higher than before. But onto the changes they made to scoring. So they said the Series 1 scoring system worked out well, but they wanted to make some improvement. They said here's what we're trying to accomplish and how the new system works. So they're multiplying all of the points by 10 times in the whole system. So at first glance this may look like point inflation, but in reality they need to be able to reward something in between 1 RP and 2 RP. So going to 10, 15, and 20 RP gives them that flexibility, which I definitely agree with. I'm not too sure how it will work because it will be a bit confusing at the start, but I'm sure everybody will get used to it. And now we will actually have a bit more details and a bit more accurate and precise ranking in RP, which is pretty cool. But they are also updating the match entry RP cost for every rank as well. They said the new entry RP cost for each rank is this. So they start off by saying bronze matches are still free, but silver matches will cost 12 RP to play a game, gold matches will cost 24 RP, platinum matches will cost 36 RP, and diamond matches will cost 48 RP, with the highest obviously being Apex Predator costing 60 RP per game. So onto the kills, assists, and multipliers. They said this time they're also adding assists to count to kill score. So assists are defined as dealing damage to a player within 5 seconds before they are knocked down, and if a player is revived, the assist credit is cleared, but assist credit is only given to teammates of a player who earns the kill. A player cannot get a kill and an assist on a single opponent. Previously, damage dealt 0.75 seconds before a player is knocked down or before a knocked player was eliminated counted as an assist, so it was technically possible that you could earn 2 assists on 1 target, which won't be possible during this ranked mode, which they did fix that, and I think this is a great idea. It does encourage a lot more team play. People won't be mad if you do steal the kill because you will still get that point for the assist. They said the new combined kill and assist score is still capped at 5 per match though, but with a placement multiplier. So they said although the 5 kill cap was initially controversial, they didn't see many players actually hit the cap too often, and it did reduce hot dropping as they had intended it for. So I'll go ahead and show that on screen right now. As you guys can see, there are the different placements. Obviously the only time you actually get placement RP is if you get into that top 10. So the top 10 and 9th place will get 10 RP, 8th and 7th will get 20, 6th and 5th will get 30, 4th and 3rd will get 40, 2nd will get 60, and 1st will get 100, as well as there a kill/assist multiplier. So with place 11, you will get a 10 kill/assist multiplier. If you place 10 through 6th placement, you will get a 12 times multiplier on your kill RP. Then if you get 5th and 4th placement, the multiplier is 15, 3rd and 2nd is a multiplier of 20, and the 1st place is a multiplier of 25, obviously with a max of 5 kills/assists. So as of right now, it is still a bit confusing, but it will be a lot more clear once we actually get into the series. So definitely don't worry if it doesn't really make too much sense for you guys right now. There's still some more stuff to cover. But onto the Apex Predator ladder position. So they said new in Series 2, Apex Predator ranked players will no longer just have their RP shown, but now we'll see their standing worldwide. So this should create some intense competition among the most skilled players around the world, and these ladder positions are split by platform. So they will have 3 players on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, each claim #1 in the world respectively, which does make sense to me. I thought maybe they would combine consoles like Xbox and PS4, but it looks like they will have that separated. But me personally, I think this is an amazing idea. It definitely gives another incentive incentive to get to that apex predator, so you can really flex by saying, I'm literally like 100th in the world best at this game, which is a pretty hard flex if I do say so myself. But then they go ahead and talk about the rewards. They say cosmetic rewards for your ranked performance are coming. Once the new series starts, you will get a notification on your login that your rank has been reset and you've been awarded any earned cosmetics. Everyone will receive a badge that shows their highest level reach. Gold and high players will receive an exclusive gun charm for their highest level reach. Lastly, diamond and apex predator players will receive a custom dive trail for their highest rank reach, which will be enabled or disabled in the loadout section, which is pretty cool. It's the first time they've ever really added that, and I definitely think it is good that they added it as a reward for ranked. But on to the last few things. I know this has been a really long video. I've been trying to keep it as short as possible, but on to the last thing, which is penalties. They said they deactivated lever penalties in Series 1 in order to be overly cautious on false positives, which could be really annoying since they would think that you actually did disconnect and they would take away your RP even though you didn't. So they actually did remove lever penalties entirely, but this time they're starting ranked Series 2 with lever penalties enabled. So players who abandon their teammates will be hit with a matchmaking penalty in both regular and ranked matches, as well as penalties will result in a player being barred from joining a match for escalating amounts of time based on how often they have abandoned in ranked. And abandon is defined as leaving the game before the match is over for you, and this includes leaving during the character select, leaving while you are still alive, and leaving when you are dead but can still be respawned by teammates. As well as the penalty starts out at 5 minutes and repeat abandons will increase that time up to a week, which I think this has been much needed for some time now. So thankfully they have added it for season 2 of ranked, and I can't wait for this. It really does look like they're just overall improving the whole system of ranked, and as far as I can tell, I like every single change that they have made. But the last thing they wanted to cover was the loss forgiveness. They said they introduced the loss forgiveness system when ranked first arrived, and they were pleased to report that it is working as intended. They said players are not getting penalized RP for when their teammates drop from the game or some other technical problem hits that it is out of their control, but they will continue to keep an eye on how players are unintentionally moving down the ladder and making changes as needed. So that's everything they have covered with ranked for Series 2, and they said overall they are really happy with how Series 1 went, and I was too. Now I'm absolutely way more excited for Series 2. I think it will be a lot more competitive, as well as I think the esports scene and competitive scene will be a lot better as well. Obviously the first time it was their first time ever doing it, so now that they have gotten a little bit of practice, it should be a lot better now. Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about the news that was announced today. I think everything is amazing. I'm really surprised that they made these announcements today, but I wasn't mad at it. I'm hyped for season 3, crypto, all that type of stuff. But if you guys didn't know, I actually have a Discord server, discord.gg/Sethly. So you guys can go ahead and join that down in the description, or you guys can just type in discord.gg/Sethly and you can join the Sethly squad and the community, so we can prepare for season 3 and talk about all of our theories, concepts, as well as play some games together. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help me out a ton. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that sub button, turn on that notification bell for daily Apex videos. It's been your boy Sethly, and I'm out.